Good afternoon, I'm Cameron Cox.
And I'm Mallory Maxwell.
Today on the February 23rd edition of the Win News, we will have a feature on Superintendent C.D. Knobloch,
as well as the question of the week. Cheer tryouts will begin at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Students will be called to the gym once the judges portion is complete. You will need to bring your Chromebook with you to vote.
Seniors, be sure to complete your local scholarship application by Monday, March 1st. Ms. Graham sent a link to the Google form in your school email. This application puts you in the running for up to 20 local scholarships, including the $2,000 Wind Farm Scholarship. Don't miss this opportunity.
The application deadline for the Wichita Falls Community Foundation Scholarship has been extended to March 7th. Be sure to complete all parts of the scholarship application to be considered.
With last week's storm, the yearbook sale has been extended through next week. You should have received an order form which you can turn into Ms. Cox, or you can order online at jostensyearbooks.com.
Superintendent C.D. Knobloch has played a role on both elementary and secondary campuses. Here's Chase Curry with more information.
Archer City ISD Superintendent C.D. Knobloch has been working at the school for 25 years.
My first job at Archer City ISD, I was high school and junior high principal for 13 years. The elementary principal, Vance Morris, and I switched, and he became the high school principal, and I became the elementary principal for 4 years, and then became superintendent after that. So I've been superintendent 8 years.
Can you describe your condition and how does it affect you?
About 3 years ago, it all started with when I went to bed one night on a ski trip, my mouth popped open, and it felt kind of funny. And anyhow, I didn't think too much about it, but I thought, well, that seems odd, so I just closed it and went to sleep. But ended up seeing a neurologist, and they came up with oromandibular jaw opening dystonia. That's where the signals from your brain, where most people relax with their mouth closed, my signals tell my mouth to relax with my mouth open. It affects my daily life because there are things I used to really enjoy getting up early in the morning. I love getting up at around 5:30 in the morning, drinking coffee and checking my emails, getting the day started. And with this, it causes you to sleep longer because they tell you if you don't get enough rest that you're going to have a more difficult day if you don't get so many hours of rest. So I go to bed earlier now and I sleep a little later now. It's affected my weight as well. I've lost about 40 pounds, which it didn't hurt me to lose a little bit, but I really didn't want to lose 40. And so right now we're working on gaining a little bit of that back.
What is your favorite memory from Archer City?
Favorite memory? I have a lot of favorite memories. The easiest thing to say is, when we win state championships in sports or academics, things like that, when our plays do real well, I enjoy seeing stuff like that. But my favorite is really just watching the children. I've been here long enough that there's a grandchild of one of my first students from the first year I was here. So, they have families, bring their kids back, and I enjoy that. Those are good moments, and I think any time we can help someone who's having struggles to overcome those struggles and see the brighter side of life and go out and be a success with whatever it is they're wanting to be successful at, I enjoy that.
Reporting for Win News, I'm Chase Curry.
Thanks, Chase. He was my principal in elementary. Speaking of the elementary, they will be having their annual spring fling Thursday from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. This will feature an art auction of the student paintings as well as a burger meal and hopefully the book fair.
Yes, with this last week's storm, the books were delayed. Librarian Amanda Awakuni says she hopes they arrive in time for the spring fling, but will definitely be on sale next Tuesday through Friday.
ACISD is now accepting nominations of students for entrance into the Advanced Academics program. Nominations may be completed by staff, parents or guardians, community members, peers, or by self-nomination. Forms may be obtained from the school counselor and should be completed and returned by this Friday, February 26th.
The Gifted and Talented program selects students who show the potential of performing at high levels of achievement and who require more challenging learning experiences.
The Walkhead of the Week are the custodians for shoveling snow around the school last week while everyone else was at home.
And here's Chase Curry with current events.
The IRS is extending federal tax filing and payment deadlines for everyone in Texas following the state's devastating winter storms. Flags around the U.S. are flying at half-mast to mark more than 500,000 people who have died on American soil as a result of COVID-19. Dr. Fauci addressed the travesty, plainly saying, "We've done worse than any other country." The Supreme Court has allowed the release of former President Trump's tax returns to New York, to a New York prosecutor, dealing a major blow to Trump, who has fought for years to keep his tax information under wraps. In other news, the electronic music duo Daft Punk has announced their retirement after 28 years, releasing over a dozen albums and making some of the most popular and influential electronic songs. Now back to Cameron and Mallory at the desk.
Thanks, Chase. If you have checked out a Chromebook at any time this year, you need to return it and its charger to the office.
Next Tuesday, juniors will be taking the ACT. Students testing will receive an email for room assignments and more details by the end of the week.
Also on Tuesday, the high school one-act play group will perform Radium Girls for the junior high, high school, and performers' families. Doors open at 1 and the performance will begin by 1:30.
On Wednesday, the one-act play group will be competing at the district contest at Olney High School. Only administrators, bus drivers, and performers' families will be allowed to watch. Families should plan to arrive between 2:30 to 2:45. The performance will begin at 3, and no one will be allowed to enter once the show begins.
And now we have a question of the week from Mason Gilmore.
I'm Mason Gilmore with a feature on pets.
I have 3 dogs and then a mouse named Chicken.
Yes. His name is Duke. He's a little puppy, and he's very vicious. So, I have quite a few pets, actually. I have 8 cows. The bull's name is Red. And then I have 2 dogs. The chocolate lab's name is Nellie. And then I have a bloodhound puppy. Her name also Red. And then I have a lot of chickens. I have a rooster named Goldilocks. And then goats. The big goat's name is Snow. And then I have a bunch of quail, and those are food.
I have a dog. Its name is Bean Dip.
I have 7 dogs.
Dog named Gus, and I have a boa snake. That's about it.
Yes, I have 2 pets, Pebbles and Sully.
Oh my gosh, I have a dog. His name is Cooper, and he's the best dog in the world. He's very expensive. I have 2 shirts with his face on it, and then I have another shirt with a corgi on it because corgis are the best dogs ever.
Yes. His name is Sammy. He's a dog. He's really cool. He's red. Oh, and I also used to have this one chicken. It was like a pet, but it died. Its name was Chicken Wang. R.I.P.
Now back to you in the studio.
I have a pet cat.
Me too. And now to Sarah Kyle in the Sports Corner.
Varsity boys basketball team won the bi-district championship on Saturday. Tonight, the Wildcats will face Italy at 6:30 at Boyd High School for the area championship. District honors for the Lady Cat basketball team have been announced. District MVP Mallory Maxwell, offensive MVP Bailey Grant, defensive MVP Maddie Lopez, first team All-District Jill Lyles, and second team All-District Olivia Votsberger, and honorable mention Sadie Strawn. Receiving academic All-District are Aspen Huseman, Maddie Lopez, Mallory Maxwell, Bailey Grant, Olivia Votsberger, Jill Lyles, Sadie Strawn, Cadence Huffman, Natalia Walker, Rebecca Taggart, Kelsey Allman, and Candace Taggart. Anyone signed up for tennis should look for an email from Miss Owen about next week's tournament. Softball and baseball have officially begun. The Lady Cats have a tournament at Henrietta starting Thursday, and the boys have a game on Friday at Chico at 5. Good luck to all the Lady Cats and Wildcats.
Thanks, Sarah.
That's it for this edition of the Win News.